Go to bed a solo queen, feeling I am complete. But as I close my eyes, my mind tells me something differently. Each night I see it more vividly. Every gaze lasts a little bit longer, every kiss a little bit softer, every touch a little more tender. But it's clear to see that's not what any man is longing for. I love a fantasy, but I checked with reality. It told me there's no possibility. So I keep my bed half empty, but the desire, it haunts me. I don't vibrate to the frequency of quick and rough. They just want a quick fix, no meaning behind the touch. I don't need perfection, don't need a high-speed connection. If they could show real affection, we could fix all this tension and set sail. But they're too quick to jump ship, cause all they want is high tail. Never been driven by carnal, won't be taken like an animal. Clearly I'm a different breed. I stay hungry cause all I crave is sweet. I got a beautiful body and soul, but he don't love both. I wanna feel every touch, every moment. Slow touches make every one of them worth it. I see it as the beginning, he only sees me as a means to an end. When he touches me, I should feel like royalty. To him it's just a formality. He only want me casually, don't care that my heart is the casualty. He only want me made up with clothes off, in it for nothing more. Soon as he sees me barefaced and crying, that's when I hear the door. I used to think I was unattractive, trapped under standards so impossible. It took me so long to rise above, now when I fall it hurts more. If a beautiful epitome of symmetry walks in front of me and I follow behind her, spectators never see beauty in us both, just a non sequitur. Sometimes I take a selfie, feel happy, the next minute it plummets. I revert back to making comparisons to everyone else's. I'll never look like that, the same mantra returns with a vengeance. Now I can't see my own radiance, only the features I lack. Just want to close my eyes and dream of the day when it'll be celebrated, to expose the parts I always mask. On weekends I wake up naked, look in the mirror and reflect, sunlight through the blinds highlighting my bare face and chest. I wonder if he woke up to this, would he feel blessed or regret? Any man would be lucky to be with someone as brand new as me, but it's a shame all they want is the same chick, different name. So I go about my day quietly, skip dinner, go to bed early so I can escape the emptiness, get to the fantasy sooner. I suppose there could be a miracle, a man who's genuine and loves me right, but how would I know it when the truth and the lies sound the same at the time? He tells me he loves me, but there's still one thing he wants from me. I don't equate that with loving me. What about what my gut is fucking telling me? They say the definition of a good night is getting it in. Funny, that's not what my dictionary says. When I look up the list of meanings next to what I want, oh shit, a meaningless night with you ain't on it. He says, girl, you'll hit me up eventually. Know you wanna dial up on this wood. Nah, I've got a kitten and 2 digits, baby, I'm good. So I show up solo everywhere that I go. Everyone asks me when I'm walking with a man beside me. Well, they only wanna be on top of me, so I opt for the vacancy. I'm left thinking I'm the only woman who feels like this. All the others have a natural drive to enter into a partnership at least once. They all know how to do it, move to romance like music, that follow the same notes and time signatures, while I skip to the beat of a hidden track with irrational meters. And I stay untitled. They tell me I'm not entitled to a loving relationship unless I play every archaic note in the sequence. There's no category for me. I'm the most fascinating case study. They're baffled that my brain could dream of such beautiful physical affection that's impossible to separate from emotional connection, but my final destination is different than everyone else's version. That's my ideal relationship, but I know I can't have it, so I remain living in solitary confinement, my only safe environment. I see no point in starting something under others' requirements. I've run through every scenario, changed up the timing of the discussion, and projected how it'll go. In my mind, the result is always the same. It ends with him angry and vicious, and me wishing I left my bed half empty as always. But still I heat it up, crawling the walls from lack of touch, intimate thoughts where I'm the boss, but we get to keep the touches soft. I tell him run his hands up and down me like a keyboard, play a slow symphony. This ain't a quick hit, this a masterpiece. Exactly how it would go if I was running the show. My lips are flushed from the seduction I'm breathing, whispering into the sheets that I'm teasing, but no man wants that, does he just wanna dominate. It's a shame you have no idea what you're missing, babe. Relationship status, single, not looking. People remind me I chose this. They say, isn't this what you wanted? No, I didn't want this to be my forever, but it's the lesser of 2 evils, so you won't see me with another until I reach my sequel. I try to hide it and mask my sadness in it. I've known for far too long that there will be no significant other, and the survived by are reunited with listed my obit. Always felt youthful in my mind's eye, but could never make a plan, so I spent most of my time imagining the life I'll have after this one ends. Couldn't see a clear vision for my human existence when every attempt to be someone else failed to change my internal self. I became desperate for divine switches. I started making sales pitches and regularly prayed to be completely replaced. Told God I cannot complete my earthly residency. If this is the woman I'm meant to be, I need to be relocated quickly to a place where I make sense. Godspeed. I love that you gave me originality. Props for your creativity, but it's just not working out for me in this realm where people judge so critically and have such a narrow view of what a woman must be. So if I must stay, you need to rewire me into whatever they want me to be. Overwrite everything that I am, not one scrap of sunny left. Men in black neuralize me so that I have no recollection of thoughts that are dissenting from what they think defines a woman's perfection. But that didn't happen. I hit the reset button and I'm still sunny here in the flesh. So I spend every self-therapy session saying I'm sure there's love and passion in heaven. I guess I'll have it when I make my ascension. I remember crying alone at a christening, no one next to me, but everyone sitting with their husbands and babies. I know that life isn't for me, so why am I forced to sit in a pew reserved for inferiority? Now I'm hit with questions and scrutiny. Why isn't the truth good enough? Why can't I just be me? Everyone made sure to check every box, hit every hour on the clock. While they think what I want is futile, they say that my dreams are juvenile. They say I should just give in, no more pain and no more loneliness. That once you let a man dictate your life, you will be spared of all of this. He'll control your body for the rest of your existence. It's not a prison cell, it's eternal bliss. Well, there's not one cell in my body that will allow me to relinquish my ownership. Everyone continues to speak in terms of still, and yet no one even acknowledges that their expectations are simply options and I can choose a different path. Thank God I finally opened up to someone and she said it's okay to be just as I am, that what matters most is my happiness. My bed is my sanctuary, my thoughts are filled with it. For the first time in years I vacated it head to head to where I can see sunsets in the west. On a flight to LAX, looking at a tiny pane of glass and see clouds like glaciers, souls of those gone before me on the other side waving. I was out celebrating the first show of our queen with my queens, cheering, dancing, and smiling. Hype from the energy, beautiful from the love she preached, so monumental and emotional, blessed from the momentous. And we came from all over because we a part of this. Look at her, queen, she really did it. Look at us, we really in this. Heartfelt embraces filled my heart and dried up every drop of emptiness. Suitcase still in the living room for weeks afterwards, half unpacked. Now that I've been where the real love is, all I want to do is go back. They call me high maintenance, can't ever leave the house without a full face of makeup. They don't acknowledge that the girls with clear skin and full brows don't need their faces painted. Now I can't let the rain touch my face or stay out too long on a summer day. If the sweat drips down, it melts all the fake. So I see it and go to sleep, reach my arm across the bed even though I know it's half empty. Is it worth letting a man see me in such a vulnerable state? I wonder what's the going rate for a supplement to numb the pain I know he'll generate if I give it a chance and give in. See, here's the problem. All my life it's been reinforced that women should be quiet and careful when they speak, submissive and hesitant, apologetic when they ask for something. So men expect us to keep our voices muffled in public, but they'll make an exception for the bedroom if we stroke their ego because that's how they like us. So what happens if I raise my voice to speak whenever the hell I want? Oh shit, they'll call you a bitch and difficult. You don't want that. So you're telling me a difficult woman is one who asks for something men already get without asking because that's the reinforced expectation? No wonder my brain is always scrambling part of me while I suppress the rage I'm feeling. See, but once I got past the submissive ridiculousness, here's what I discovered. I'm the one who dictates when I will raise my voice to speak, motherfucker! So get that order out your mouth. I speak for my fucking self, body, mind, so forth, and wealth. Thriving since the day I took the crown, you're not a part of my abound. When you see a woman breaking ground, throwing every rule book out of bounds, it's time for you to bow down and sit yourself the fuck down. See, when a woman about to speak, it's time for you to shut up, open your mind and listen, respect every freedom of expression we exhibit, appreciate the perfection in how we're individualistic. Oops, I forgot I'm supposed to say it all apologetic and hesitant, expected to say it like a question, not a statement, otherwise I'm being a bitch. So let me try again. Oh, I'm so sorry to bother you, but could you please do me a favor and shut the fuck up? Thank you so much. I don't know, it just don't have the same ring to it, but most women find a good man to put a ring on it. They know how to keep up with the pace. Now they have a partner in the race. Move forward together, everything syncopated, already on their second home by their third decade. Guess I overthink too much and too long, too selective in the vision of the relationship I would want. Guess that's why they're together every night with their groom, and I'm wrapping in an empty room. Passenger seats are never filled with me, and mine is always empty. I drive myself everywhere solo, but the radius is limited to what I know. I always come home alone. where my emotions resume arguing that I could still change this pattern. The constant thoughts are exhausting, so I pull up the covers, no body heat from another. The loneliness, it's like a cold wave, and when it crashes, my cheeks show the splashes. Would anyone stay long enough to melt the frost from my lashes? They're all clinking their glasses, drinking spirits. I'm just looking for one that's kindred. If my bed is the vessel, is it half empty or half full, or is it complete? Still queries in my philosophy. Maybe one day the answer will be clear in my prophecy. I love the fantasy, but I checked with reality. It told me there's no possibility. So I keep my bed half empty, but the desire, it haunts me. So I keep my bed half empty, but the desire, it haunts me.